Let's see, where do we leave off here? First thing I'm gonna do is I'll move these. Actually, I'm not gonna release them just because I don't know for a fact that I have multiple. Like I do with some. Oh, wow, look at all these duplicates. Hold on. All right, you're going here. This one. All right. Yeah, let's. Wow, look at all the duplicates, man. I'll keep AZ's Floette. Keep END. I think that might be Rogue the Gengar too. Yeah, it's Rogue the Gengar. Never really went anywhere with Rogue. I feel kind of bad. Might want to train him up. And this is a regular Houndoom. It isn't even END. And here, still same thing. Bunch of duplicates, man. Whole box of duplicates that we could have just cleared out. Alright, and then I'll move these guys into box 19, I guess. Box 18 is now clear. Box 17 shouldn't have anything in it either now that I think about it. Let's move Roy. Move Roy, I'm gonna move Latios. Anybody else I'm not really too pressed about. It's not Mavis. Alright, and then we'll move these two into box 19, and this should clear up. I don't think that we'll need very much beyond this, right? Because last we left off, we were trying to get that Rotom, which I never did, actually. My bad, I was supposed to get a Rotom. But I'll just leave the space open for it. After Rotom is going to be Greavard and Houndstone, so actually, here's what I'll do. Go into my boxes, I'll leave a space here for Mo Rotom. And I know I have a shiny Houndstone. I don't know if I have a regular one. Do I have Greavard? Yes, I do. Alright, so that's going to be Mo Rotom, Greavard. Do I have non-shiny Houndstone? I do. There's a shiny one. That there, cool. Next is going to be Sandygast and Palossand. I think I have one of each. Let's see. Sandygast, a couple it seems like, cool. And actually, those are right here. Perfect. Kecleon, I know I have one of those. There we go. Let's see what's next. I have to play Minecraft? I don't have Minecraft. I have the same headset. Yeah, it's a good headset. Not too expensive. I've had it for a couple years now. Gets the job done. Flamigo and Cryogonal. Am I blind? Or do I just not have a Flamigo? There's no way. I've encountered like 80 of them in the wild. Really? I don't have one. Maybe I released it thinking that I had multiple. Because I just find it very hard to believe that I never caught it, given that I've encountered like 50 of these things. Alright, well we need a 4-star Flying Wild Zone. Let me see if it can appear in the fighting ones too. But fighting type, 4-star fighting. No, it doesn't seem like it. Alright, we need a 4-star flying type Wild Zone to catch Flamigo. Alright, I mean, yeah, I must have just like accidentally released one, or released them all, I guess. but we have a couple shots here. The mic sucks for me. I don't even use the mic on here. I've got my Blue Yeti right here. I've never even tried this out, to be fair. But yeah, I mean, just looking at it, I can't imagine that it would be super high quality, just based off of the hardware. But yeah, I mean, I only use this kind of as a speaker because my monitors don't have any speakers. Alright, so 4-star flying, it's 1-star flying. Oh, am I gonna get locked into resetting again? That's annoying. Well, I have 2 targets anyways. I need a Rotom, another Rotom, and then I need a Flamigo. There's only so many Pokemon that I can like put on hold before I lose track of what I don't have. You know? I also gotta fix my team so that we're mono fire again. Actually, maybe not, because as you can tell, I was doing some Hyperspace Arena earlier with my Annihilate and Gourgeist. I might actually need to do more arenas to reroll my special scan for Rotom. In fact, I will need to do more arenas, not might. But real quick, let's throw on Volcanion back. Actually, that's not where we belong. That's the placeholder for... Did I not catch a Frogadier? I find that hard to believe, but I'll do another search. Alright, Shiny Mons. I'll have you replace Roulage. Scovillain just doesn't belong here, but... You know what, I'm gonna keep Annihilate here for right now. Just because I think we're gonna need to keep re-rolling this for... what's it called, for Rotom, but I'll keep Annihilate here for right now. Some new shinies too. Furfrou, I think I actually got this one on Saturday or Friday. I just forgot to show y'all. Go-Goat, y'all saw I got that last time, and then Tyrantrum is a new one too that we have now. But yeah, all right, let's get this team back together. Doesn't really matter who I throw on there if the stars of the team are going to largely just be Annihilate and Gourgeist, but I'll put on Cerulege. There we go. Alright. 4-star flying Wild Zone. This may take a while. It's 3-star. Looks like we have Mega Slowbro. Okay, here's what I'll do. I'm gonna do 1 and 1, so I'll beat a Mega Evolution. And then when I go to reset the time of day, in order to to reset the Hyperspace Mega Arena, I'll also check for the Wild Zone that I look like, that I'm looking for. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Alright, cool. Mega Slowbro. Under most circumstances, it being a Water and Psychic would cause me concern, but since I'm just trying to fill out the Pokedex here, resistance power. I need to make more donuts eventually too. Yeah, I don't care too much about that right now. Just because we have a lot of Pokemon to get through on that Pokedex too, you know. I also got to figure out the Zeraora and Magearna missions. Stuff here, Trick or Treat. Okay. Alright, Annihilate, you gotta stay close, because I guess he's not gonna hit me. Not hit you. I'm not gonna win. So, a couple direct hits with Water Pulse. Let's see if I can do it. Good damage. And taking that, side longer now. Oh, and I wasn't even even know why I wasted time on Forest Curse. I wonder, does it create a 4 times weakness? Let me read the Bulbapedia page. So for example, right? Mega Slowbro being a water and psychic type is already weak to ghost. If I use Trick or Treat to add the ghost type to it, does it give it a double weakness to ghost, thereby making ghost 4 times instead of 5 times? I wonder if Bulbapedia will even have anything on that. Of course, I'll go Trick or Treat. It's not going to show me Pokemon first. Adds the ghost type to the target in addition to Pokemon's original types. If it's used against a dual type, that Pokemon will have 3 types. If the target already has an additional type added to it by Forest Curse, that's replaced with ghost type. So if y'all don't know, Forest Curse adds the grass type. Failed the Pokemon's already ghost type. I'm gonna do another Google search here. Now I'm curious. To use it on Pokemon that's already weak to ghost. Right, like, am I just wasting my time, or am I really boosting the damage done here? I wonder if Forest Curse works the same way. Probably not gonna find a direct answer anywhere. Okay, so using Trick or Treat on a Pokemon that's already a ghost type, you know, it says won't give it a 4 times weakness. That's good to know, I guess, but doesn't exactly answer our question. Yeah, I can't find a direct answer on here. Interesting. Yeah, if anybody happens to know the answer to that, and I guess to be fair, I could always just run a simulator myself, either on Smogon or just in-game. But yeah, if anybody just happens to know, will using Trick or Treat on a Pokemon that already has a ghost weakness, but is not ghost type, will that give it a quad weakness to ghost or not? Alright, but yeah, that's done. We gotta reset the time of day again. What's going on, Galaxy Fist? How we doing? The scientist in me wants to drop everything and run the experiment now. It wouldn't be hard either, right? I just create 2 accounts on Smogon, have them battle each other, and then just test it out. Alright, this Mega Meowstic. That won't be hard to deal with. Let's go. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna test it out too. Gourgeist. Illegal? How is it illegal? Oh, because I chose the one banned form of Gourgeist, of course. No, I didn't. Is it banned in all formats or? Anyways, trick or treat, and then who should be our attacker? Let's go Gengar. Get Shadow Ball. Nothing matters here. And then we'll give it no EVs, neutral, nature, no IVs. We'll give it all 31 IVs. Oh, okay. I guess it's illegal because prior to Legend ZA, Gourgeist just didn't exist in Gen 9? Is it not in Scarlet and Violet? There's no way. Anyways. It doesn't matter. I'm just battling myself. Alright, here we go. I gotta make another account though, don't I? Too. Incognito tabs. Let's use Slowbro for our example again. I mean, it doesn't really matter what moves. Let's give it Drain Punch so we can guarantee it doesn't do anything else. And 31 IVs. Completely normal. Nature, nothing there. Cool. Have to do a Gen 8 battle because they didn't put Gourgeist in any game before Legend ZA? Guess so. Okay, Gourgeist was not in Scarlet and Violet, that's annoying. Challenge though, right? I'd have to validate in a format first. Is Gourgeist the only Pokemon that can learn Trick or Treat? My mouse is cooked. Uh-oh, dawn is approaching. Not that it matters, right? We're just battling. Yeah, I'll stick. Okay, so now let's just add we'll do HP. For Gourgeist and Gengar. Cool. Alright, our experiment is almost ready here. And then Slowbro. Also have to give like one. We'll give it one in attack because that won't make a difference either. And CAOU. Ooh. All right. So quick break here just to run brief experiment. I'll show you what I'm doing in a second here. So I was curious about whether or not Trick or Treat can be used to create a quad weakness to Ghost. What I did was put together a Trick or Treat team, literally like a nothing team, you know? And I'm just gonna battle myself with it to see if this works. So here, let me put this on the screen here. Here we go. All right, so we are going to be battling ourselves, literally our, literally just an alternate account that I made just now called Malk the 2. But here we go. All right, so to test out this team, we're gonna lead with Gourgeist, lead with Slowbro. And all I really want to check here is, actually wrong move, not lead with Gourgeist. All right, so starting with Gengar, gave Slowbro Drain Punch just because it won't do any damage. Shadow Ball is the only move that we have here. And then we'll just Drain Punch again. All right, Shadow Ball does 80 damage, about 80. And that is with no Trick or Treat used. We forfeit to end the match. We'll rematch here. And if it does any more than 80, I guess at that point it would just be a KO. Then we would know that that we have a quad weakness. What's going on, Mika? Just running a quick science experiment. I was curious about something and couldn't find an exact answer online. All right, this time we'll go Trick or Treat. It's not going to do anything. Cool. Switching to Gengar. And then we Shadow Ball. So if this KOs, then it's a quad weakness. If not, then it's not. Huh, so it did KO. Interesting. Same mon, same stat spread and everything. I'm inclined to believe then that if the Pokemon that you're using Trick or Treat on already has a weakness to Ghost, such as them being, really I guess it only applies to Psychic types, because you can't stat Ghost on top of Ghost. But if they're a Psychic type with a weakness to Ghost, then they now have a quad weakness to Ghost. That is cool. And that is really helpful, because I was wondering if we were wasting a team slot by bringing Gourgeist into that Slowbro battle. I now know that we're not. And I now know that the same is going to apply for this Meowstic battle. So that means that when we use Trick or Treat, we're not just fighting a Psychic type, we're fighting a Psychic and Ghost type. Cool. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's take out Meowstic. Cool. That was a fun experiment. Shout out science, man. Yeah, same team then. I gotta make more donuts eventually, but let's do... I guess none of these really matter. Yeah, how's y'all's Monday? How's y'all's start of the week? Sorry, respond to text. Alright, oh, this Meowstic no Shadow Ball. That makes our job a little bit harder. Oh, and Meowstic likes to teleport, right? That's gonna be annoying. In fact, this thing is kind of an anti-annihilate machine between Shadow Ball, Moonblast, Psybeam. It's kind of just meant to take out Annihilate, but Annihilate will persevere. It looks like Collect, which is kind of annoying. And the fact that it doesn't stay still. That is also really annoying because Rage Fist, even when you use it in plus move form, can take a little bit to actually, you know, launch and activate. Now it's just teleporting everywhere is pretty annoying, but it's all good. Oh shoot, alright. In fact, I should probably knock this. Don't I have to hit it right here? I almost hit it. You know what? I think if... Oh, it took out Annihilate. Yeah, maybe if I plus moved it, it would have broken it. Or if I just had another offensive attack that wasn't Rage Fist. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, Annihilate. That's what I'm talking about. I don't even need to plus move it. Okay, I probably should plus move it. Okay. But now that just doesn't do anything. Great. You know what? I'm withdrawing my Pokemon. I don't even know what that's supposed to be. I don't know like what move that is. Meowstic's defense returned to normal. I think let's just Sweet wear him off though. I don't think it really means anything. But once this connects, I didn't plus move it. Still. To move around too much. There we go. They knew what they were doing, giving Rage Fist such a long charge up time too. So that's such a powerful move. Imagine if you could just like spam it. Alright, now, let me go to reset. I already checked the wild zones, right? Yeah, I did. Alright, let's find a park bench. Dang, they're all gonna be on the bench. I have to go Pokemon Center. Alright. First things first. Can't appear in the fighting ones, right? Yeah, only flying. Oh, it's gonna take a while. I might refresh a couple times in that case. Let's see though. Let's see how RNG treats us. Four-star Dark and Steel. Large Zone. Could be good just for getting berries. 3-star Flying. Could try to get that Dock Spun again, but you know what? I have a few Fidel that I can always just evolve from there. This is going to be Cryogonal, who I know I just caught. Dondozo, who I know I have. Tatsukiri, I know I have. And then I know that I have the Baxcalibur line. Ooh, next is going to be Gimme Ghoul and Goldango, which will be really, really fun if I don't currently have 999 coins, which I'm pretty sure I do because it's been a while since I last evolved my my Gimme Ghoul. I'd be surprised if I hadn't picked up enough by now. Alright, nothing here still. What do we have points-wise? Alright, just because taking out Absol would mean that we can special scan again, I'm just going to keep re-rolling these until we get our 4-star. And then I'll take out Absol whenever we get our 4-star. Okay, that'll be Quillfish. Did I catch multiple Hisuian Quillfishes? I think I did. I hope I did. Because I have to evolve one into Overquill. used to be able to not, like, I used to be unable to avoid certain Pokemon, right? Until it comes time to organize my boxes and try to get my Pokedex in order. Suddenly they're missing and they don't want to appear on the map anymore. Come on, really? Like, are we for real? Now it's just magically spawning 4 stars for every type of flying. Okay. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. Not only do we need a 4-star flying type wild zone, but we also need the one that contains Flamigo. So RNG is really not on our side here. Let me check here. If it's not here, I'm gonna do one more reset. And if it's not there, I'm just gonna go take out the Mega Arena and Special Scanning. Very normal. Alright, not here. That Ghastly caught me before I could, Alright, let's check one more time. If it's not here, I'll just do the Hyperspace Mega Arena. Get a special scan, see if we can get anything cool there. I have two level 3 Sparkling Poison Donuts. So if I can get like a Poison 5-star Wild Zone, hopefully we'll be able to get at least a shiny out of that. Alright, let's see. 4-star Ice, 4-star Dark, 4-star Ghost, 4-star Fairy, no 4-star Flying. Cool. Alright, let's just go beat up Absol. Let me just make sure that this is regular Mega Absol and not Z. I think Z has a very distinct silhouette here. Yeah, Z has a very distinct silhouette. This is just regular Mega Absol. Alright, okay, in that case, Annihilate might not be our best strategy just because the most we can do with Trick or Treat is go neutral on it. Okay. Well, in that case, let's go fighting types. Yeah. Let's go with Nosuke. I feel like we've been using Benimaru so much, let's go with Nosuke. And then to build that Mega Energy, we'll could go Hawlucha, to be honest. Yeah, why not? Let's go Hawlucha, we'll Mega Evolve, so we'll get that plus move anyways. And then I think Emboar gets access to Leer. Boy, oh boy, was I wrong. Tail Whip, though, does something somewhat similar. In fact, I think it is the same exact effect. But if I could get like a Leer or Screech. Screech would be ideal because that has the longest lasting effect. Let me get Screech. Alright, let's do Tail Whip then. Tail Whip or Focus Energy. Focus Energy is a higher cooldown. Alright, Tail Whip in place of Heat Crash. Alright, let's get it. 5, almost 6 minutes should be enough. I forgot that Absol gets Air Slash, right? Yeah. I forget that like every time too, even though I've done this Absol fight, I don't even know how many times. Alright, here we go. Inosuke making his return to battle from vacation. He's chilling for a little bit in our boxes while we let Benimaru get that workout in. But let's switch back to our guy Inosuke, our starter. Tail whip. I like how for tail whip he literally turns around and like whips his tail at the opponent. There we go. Good work, Inosuke, man. That's why you the GOAT. That's why you the GOAT. Alright, let's go do another special scan. Apparently Heatran can also appear as a Pokemon. Okay, I didn't know that. Cool. Alright, let's see if Philippe has a Rotom for us, man. We don't want either electric type with Rotom. In fact, I think Rotom is the only electric type 5-star. So electric type with Rotom or a poison type Wild Type. Or a legendary / mythical. So that's 3 options of the available, however many. Hopefully we get something that we're looking for here. It's the battle zone. Nobody asked. Nobody asked for a battle zone. I don't know. I mean, I guess, you know, in the spirit of keeping it all hyperspace, special scans can be applied to anything. I just feel like if I were a game designer, and maybe this is why I'm not, I say that a lot, right? Because there could be some behind the scenes strategy that I know nothing about, and I'm just talking without having any clue what I'm talking about. But as somebody who has worked in product design and user experience for a decent part of their career, I feel like if I were a game designer, I would be thinking about my end users, that being the players, and I wouldn't really find much of a use case for programming 5-star battle zones. I know they're a good way to try and get like bottle caps and stuff, but like, you know, I feel like they could low-key just get rid of 5-star battle zones, like just have them straight up stop spawning in for special scans, like in the next update or whatever. People largely would not notice, especially because they're so RNG based, and I feel like such a small percentage of the player base probably actively hopes to get them, that like they could just straight up have them stop spawning via special scan. I wonder how long it would take before anybody says anything. But anyways, I think that's Ampharos, Mega Ampharos. Then I'll check for. I didn't get the Wild Zone for Flamigo either. Slow Pokedex day, man. Really slow Pokedex day. All we've accomplished so far this stream is confirming that Trick or Treat can be used on Psychic type Pokemon to give them a quad weakness to Ghost. Now, what I'm wondering is, can it be used on Water and Ground and Rock type Pokemon? Sorry, not Trick or Treat, but Forest Curse rather. Can that be used on Water, Ground, and Rock type Pokemon to give them a quad weakness to Grass? I wonder. To be honest, I feel like I probably could have answered that myself, right? With the question of, what if you have a Mono-type Pokemon? Because it's not replacing one of the Pokemon's types, it's just giving it 3 types. So yeah, I guess I could have answered that myself. But one of the rules of science is that you want to make sure that everything's repeatable, so we have to repeat our process. This is useless. Alright, let's see. Okay. Dude, I'm telling you, the only time that you won't get the hyperspace zone that you want is when you're actively looking for it. Promise you, the second I give up on Flamigo and say, alright, let me go to the next Pokemon, my entire map is going to be flooded with those 4-star flying type wild zones. It has to be genuine though, you can't trick the game, it has to be genuine. Fire, Fairy, Ground, still Electric, Dark. No good. Restart. Why, game? Why are you playing with me like that? I guess the least I could do is check out some of these zones and rack up points so that I don't have to do as many hyperspace arenas, but still, man, I'm sitting here playing with RNG. I'm more mad at myself though, because I know for a fact that I had Flamigo. I just definitely released all of them by accident when I was clearing out my box. And yeah, they don't appear in the fighting type zones, right? No. But Kirlia does, probably because Gallade spawns there, right? Yeah, Flamigo doesn't have any evolutionary stages. Let me check here, because Cerebi's not wrong per se, but sometimes they do omit information, I will say that. So let me just confirm I can find somewhere else that gives spawn information. But Cerebi's usually right on this stuff. I don't have much of a reason not to check it. This is more just me being in denial at my own bad RNG. One-star flying zone, 4-star fighting zone. Why is Flamigo such a rare Pokemon anyways? Like, what? They made it easy to get all the Hoenn legendaries, Volcanion, Darkrai, Keldeo, Meloetta, and Genesect, but Flamigo is where they draw the line at every trainer having access to one. Yeah, no. Another source says here only 4-star flying type zones. Ugh, that's annoying. Also annoying because there are how many different 4-star wild zones are there? 10 different 4-star wild zones, and out of those 10, only 1, 2, 3 of them actually have Flamigo. Ugh, my goodness. Why, Game Freak? Why? 3-star. Let me double check that I don't already have one, bro. No, yeah, it would definitely be right here in this row if I did. I must have released it, like it did. Huh, I just don't remember doing so. Like, I remember catching a Flamigo more vividly than I remember releasing one. Okay, I'm getting all these 3-star zones. That's not helpful. Alright, let's see. One star. See, now they're taunting me. Two 1-star zones is how I know that they're taunting me now. Yeah, no, that's not gonna be it. Dude, completing the hyperspace decks is literally just getting thrown into the RNG blender, bro. And just sitting on these benches hoping. I know that my character's quads and hamstrings are the strongest, dude. The strongest in all of Kalos. Just from the amount of times that I've just been squatting and standing up on this bench. Let's see. What's going on, Amanda? What is my favorite shiny? It's a good question. I don't think I have one. Because my favorite Pokemon is Infernape. But truth be told, I'm not a huge fan of Infernape shiny. It's alright, you know, it's not the worst that it could be. But I'm not really huge on it. Yeah, I don't think I have a favorite. Off the top of my head, I like any shiny that turns the Pokemon black. So that's Charizard, Rayquaza, Haxorus. I think those are all cool. Of the ones that I have personally, Hawlucha has a pretty decent shiny, as does, Annihilate is pretty basic. Metagross has a cool one. Rotom isn't bad. Umbreon is a classic. I like Aegislash's shiny a lot. Noivern is pretty solid. Emboar is another really great one. Sylveon has a good shiny. Some of these aren't shiny either. Some are just here as like placeholders that I've swapped out other Pokemon on my team for. But I don't even know what this Hero Gourgeist is. Was it Hawlucha? I think it was. Yeah. Who else? Go-Go has a decent shiny. I don't know if I would call it my favorite. Yeah, I don't really have a favorite shiny. Alright, let's see. Who am I going to put on my team to replace? Maybe Anko? No, I already have a Fire Ghost. Yamamoto. Let's do Yamamoto. Let's do Yamamoto, and then I'm also going to replace Annihilate. Give him some time to rest. Where was Annihilate before? Ah, okay. Annihilate must have been where Skull Villain is. And why is there a Skrelp here? This is what happens when you leave your boxes even like mildly unorganized. I'm just like shift these all over to the oh, okay, perfect. Alright, cool. Just shift literally all of these over one space. Oh, really? So I can't shift them all over one space. Okay, so I can shift them all over to one space, except in the event that... What do you mean no? I'm literally showing you right where I put them. Alright, never mind, I guess. What if I just move these two? And then... Alright, I don't know why Game Freak made that more complicated. But, yeah, alright, we're going with this team for now. Before I forget, too, I'm also gonna find Pokemon that comes after Flamigo, that being Cryogonal, which I know is in here. So, hold on, let me pull up. So, we'll go Kecleon, Flamigo, Cryogonal, Dondozo, who we just saw somewhere. Alpha Dondozo must be massive. Tatsugiri. I know I have at least one. I have exactly one. Okay, I guess I released all of them except for my my battle one. You have the Baxcalibur line, Frigibax, Arctibax, Baxcalibur. What's going on, Shade Slayer? I think I have like one exactly of each here. Oh, do I have a Baxcalibur? I hope I have an extra Arctibax. Let's see. Alright, do I have an extra Baxcalibur? Because I have the shiny one, but it might be taking up space in the shiny box. Shoot, we only have one Baxcalibur. Alright, well, I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. Still missing a Rotom and missing a Flamigo. And did I ever get that Frogadier or not? I never caught that Frogadier either. Wow, who would have thought all these Pokemon that I keep saying I'll go back to when RNG is not on my side, and then I just don't. So I guess now we're searching for Frogadier or Flamigo. Yeah, this is just like RNG prison, dude. Still nothing. Cool. I am having so much fun right now. Like, what do you mean I need RNG to be so on my side that it spawns the right hyperspace rank with the right type with the right Pokemon spawning? Oh my goodness. I mean, I've been playing Pokemon for 20 years. I am no stranger to RNG. But this is literally like, it gets to a point, dude. It really does get to a point. In fact, I think I just reset that for no reason. It could have been in that previous spawn too. Watch it have been in that one. I just wasted my one chance. I'm kind of mad too because I had a 5-star Ice type zone and I reset it thinking that I already had a Excalibur. But that one is on me for not checking first. After that is going to be Gimme Ghoul and Goldango. And if it's not here, then I might have to move on for my own sanity. Any Froakie, Frogadier? Alright, we can at least get the Frogadier and make up for that one missing space in our Pokedex. Cool. I'll go for the Frogadier first. Because until we get this Frogadier, I guess we technically don't have a full Lumiose Live Dex. Thought we did, but it seems like not. I'll use this one. And then I gotta make more donuts too. Dude, really? Alright, and now we're playing that game. Now we're playing the game where the water frog acts hard to catch. By the way, water frog, that's not a Pokemon. That's just where frogs live. Yeah, all you Pidgey haters and Flamigo haters, the ones who and Rattata haters, the people who hate Pokemon that are literally just like animals. Yeah, we need that same energy for Greninja. I guess Greninja is a ninja. But Froakie and Frogadier, man, those are just frogs. That's it. Especially Froakie. Alright, there we go. We got a Froakie. Do I care enough to try to complete all the, you know what, I will complete the, what's it called, missions? Different towards the special scan. It'll be a lot, because this is only a 3-star zone. I have to catch Dark-type Pokemon? Oh, it was only one, though. I think I did see Sharpedo earlier. No, but I have to catch 3 other Pokemon, or 3 total Pokemon. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that's not worth it. I'm just gonna destroy the Pokeball and get out of here. Alright, well at least we have that Froakie. I'm gonna pump it full of rare candies if I need to. And then we'll have a Frogadier finally. Cool. 21, perfect. Perfect. Evolve it right now. Alright, finally got a Frogadier. This is like the first thing that we've actually accomplished all stream, because RNG has not been on our side at all whatsoever. But that is the nature of Pokemon. Sometimes you get, you know, shiny feels like every other encounter, and then sometimes you quite literally cannot catch the ultra common Gen 9 Flamingo Pokemon. Welcome to the world of Pokemon, man. This item. Oh, big pearl, nice. And also this colorful screw. And then I think that, right, we'd already checked these, and yeah, it was no good, but we just got the Frogadier. Alright, I'm gonna give it one more attempt at looking for, Flamigo. If we don't get it here, then I'm just gonna move on and do, Gimme Ghoul, Goldango, and then that'll be wraps. There was somebody too who wanted a Mudkip, I believe, yesterday. So if you happen to be watching right now, I know you had to update. I forget if it was your Switch or your game, but yeah, you had to update something, so you couldn't do it yesterday. But if you're watching right now and would like to trade, I think you said you joined the Discord. Let me see if they sent a message or anything. All right, let's see. 4-star flying type zone, where are you? 4-star flying type battle zone. Yeah, this game is, they're trolling me. They're trolling me. Alright, I'm not even gonna worry about it right now. Anyways, do I have 2 Gimme Ghoul for my Pokedex? I do. Thank you, Future Malk, for thinking ahead. So, leave that space for Excalibur. Gimme Ghoul. We need 999 Gimme Ghoul coins before we can evolve it into Goldango. Let's see where we're at right now. 821. Cool. So we need what? 178? Let's talk to Ansha. If I can get like an item power coins donut, that'll make this go a lot faster. Item power coins. I'll just use that and then see what zones we can go through. Let's do this. It's an easy one to fly to. I don't feel like going on a scavenger hunt for the portal. Get to. I just bad at following my own instructions. Oh, no, I just marked the wrong one on the map. That's why I was following the wrong, I was like, didn't I fly to Wild Zone 7, which was like right next to it? Why am I having such a hard time? There we go. So we're just looking for coins here. Pokemon are undetected or anything like that. Let's just bring in... Let's find Roy. Roy, my goat. There we go. The goat. Okay, well, except for when we miss the Pokeball every one of us. Wow, no coins. Item power coins level 2. And that gets out my first coin. Oh, this game is actually such a troll in RNG. It's crazy. Alright, seems like we're getting them on the sparkling items, though. I can live with that. We should be getting them in our Pokeballs, too. We started with what, 821? 13 already? Not a bad rate, to be honest. Like, probably won't get it in one hyperspace expedition, but if I could do it, you know, in like sub 10, even sub 5, it's not bad at all. I think I'll shoot for like 900 this go around. I'll shoot for like 875, if not 900. Still got plenty of time too. Go to the furthest away. I might have been in over my head with that that 900. I'm finding out that yeah, I guess you don't get them from Pokeballs. Interesting. Because I know that when you use the item power berries, Pokeballs, treasure, or special items for, you know, any other type of donut, it'll affect your Pokeball drops. But I guess with this, it only affects the sparkling item, right? Interesting. Gotta find more places with sparkling items. $8.50, cool. Alright, 29 in one run so far, not bad. And once I get back up on top of the roof, I feel like I'll be able to get a few more. Yeah, definitely was in way over my head saying I'm gonna get to 900. In fact, I might even be in over my head shooting for 875, but we'll see. One thing I don't know is if the sparkling items are a static spawn or not. So once I collect them, is that it? Or, you know, can I run away and then is there, you know, a small chance that they appear again? Maybe that's it. $8.55, yeah, wow, not a lot. Guess we gotta just keep making donuts. Quick sweep right here. I see a sparkling item here. One down there. Yeah, not our best haul, Probably wasted the coin item power on a medium zone. It might have been better to go large zone there, but not the end of the world. Alright, well, I'll dip out right now. Favorite the Gimme Ghoul coin. Cool. 859. Let's go. I need a large zone. What I do wonder is if I go like a large, 2, 3, or even 1 star, am I reducing the amount of sparkling items that can appear in doing so? Go to this medium zone next. Said what? 859. We need 140 more. So at a rate of a little over 30. Actually, no, we have more than that. No, we didn't. We had 38. 38 each. Okay, it's doable. I like cutting through Wild Zone 9 just because you gotta come out of scaffold these. Alright. Let's try we'll go here. So without our coin item power, let's see how we go. How we figure this thing out. Of course, we're finding the Garbodor right off the bat. Alright, I'm gonna stop with this right now. But I'm not doing this. Dealing with the garbage Pokemon. My Pokemon's. Great start. 2 sparkling items, no Gimme Ghoul coins. 3 no Gimme Ghoul coins. Wow, so that's what happens when we don't have our coin item power on. 4 no Gimme Ghoul coins? This is nuts. This is nuts, dude. I might honestly like dip from the zone, go find Ansha and be like, yo, give me the coin power ASAP. Can't do anything without it. Here we go. You know what's even crazier? I probably had a bunch of coin powered donuts that I just wasn't even paying attention to having because I just used them for random hyperspace arenas, assuming that I already had enough or close to enough Gimme Ghoul coins. So that's on me. 864. Poison too. Now that lets me get away from Pokemon. Alright, I guess we're not getting away from the enemy Pokemon. A little bit better. how scary it would be if like Garbodor jumped down here and just started battling you? 885. Okay, actually we're making decent progress. I complained about my R&D to begin with, but let's need to speed up a little bit here. Alright, you know what, I'm gonna call it quits here. Go see Ansha, get more donuts, because we're almost there. 114 to go. So, alright, go see Ansha. Hopefully we can get like item power coins. Use those on a larger hyperspace zone. Oh, there we go. Coin power level 3. That's actually great. Might just keep making a bunch of these. I have 85 of these berries. Item power coins level 2. Perfect. I'm gonna make another one too. Item power coins level 2. Perfect. If I can get like one more coin item power. Special. Then I think we'll be good. Special. Alright, well, some other berries. Whatever. I think we're still good. Let's find a 4-star wild zone. Something like here. Where do I fly to? Okay, I'll go to this one, and then I'll reset it. So I'll go through this zone. Reset the hyperspace zones after this, and then from oh wait, why am I so far away? What? Oh, because it put me at this exit. Of course it did. Might be faster if I go this way. Alpha Dedenne. And you wish I had time for that. Let's do item power coins level 2. Start with this one, then I'll do the other level 2. Then I'll do 3. If that doesn't get us there, then I'll try this. Alright. So we have 887. I think I'm gonna go for like 910, 920 this time around. We do have coin power level 2, so I'll probably go a little bit higher. 920, 930. 900. Well, 99 exactly, more to go. So we're shooting for what, like 910, 920? But there's areas of the roof that I just did not fully explore. There's no way I'm under attack by an Ampro, so. It's not Kashimo. No, wrong Pokemon. Oops. What? What? Inosuke, how did you do that? What? Oh, this is the greatest Pokemon of all time, dude. Fire-type Pokemon are so cool. Don't even ask me how it did that. What? Been here. Check this out. Got all the Gimme Ghoul coins. Okay, yeah, I think at this point I'd just be wasting my time scavenging. 913, not bad. Look at that. Sharp eye. Saw this out of the corner of my eye. Gimme Ghoul coin, let's go. Alright, 914. I'm gonna exit here. And then check out the next zone. I think we said that we were going to reset from here, right? What's going on, Diego? How's it going? Alright, let's head to this Pokemon Center. So what, 913, 914? All right, 85 more to go. If all goes well, we'll only need to do like maybe 2 or 3 more of these hyperspace zones to get there. I'm gonna try to find a large 4-star and then use my my donut on. Oh, you know what I could do? No, never mind. My special scan. I forgot I re-rolled it. I was gonna say I don't mind sacrificing my special scan Wild Zone to try to get more coins here, but I forgot I re-rolled it and they gave us a battle zone. Right? Yeah, they gave me a battle zone. Okay. 4-star Wild Zone. Small, but it's dragon. Medium. I'll take the medium, I guess. Let's do the small first, so that'll be fastest to get through. Because then also I don't have to use a coin power on this. I can just go through, try to grab everything that I can. And just, and catch dragon type Pokemon. Not gonna lie, I don't really care to. I will say though, RNG on this Gimmighoul coin's already picking up nicely. 5 in a row, boom, 919. That's my birthday, by the way, if you didn't know. Good to go. Am I sure I didn't use my coin power on it? Maybe I did. I don't know. Either way, I'm not complaining. This is like exactly what we needed, actually. Kind of refreshing after RNG's just been absolutely cooking me all evening. $9.36. Okay. There's 63 more to go after this. You know what I could do? I can't Earthquake do anything because these are all flying types. I'm thinking if I can just clear some of these Mega Crystals, right? Clear the path, clear my field of view. Are cool, but not really what we need right now. Alright, we're leaving here with 936, 63 more. I think that'll be 2 more, I want to say. If I use my my item power coins donut, I think that'll give us, that'll be 2 more. Because we should be able to get at least like 40. And I think because this was a small zone, I think I actually didn't even use the level 2 item power coin, so I think I do have 2 more coin item powers anyways. Cool. Low-key might reset though, just because I only have 1 4-star zone. Yeah, I have 1 4-star zone. It's a medium, which isn't the worst thing, but I'm gonna go with 1 4-star right now. Dude, RNG today has been like the worst. This is some of my worst RNG since I started playing Legends ZA. Probably not my worst in my entire Pokemon career, but oh my goodness. Literally, like, didn't get any of the hyperspace portals that we were looking for, right? Whether it was, because where did we start off? Well, we left off last time looking for an extra Rotom so we can complete all the Rotom forms. Didn't get that special scan. Skipped Rotom, got to Flamigo. Didn't get a single non-special scan for Flamigo. Right, kept going, got to Baxcalibur, didn't have a Baxcalibur, had already re-rolled my 5-star Baxcalibur hyperspace portal because I thought that I had an extra one for the Pokedex, and then ended up losing that, and now we're stuck on the long grind trying to get these Gimmighoul coins. Medium 4-star. Medium 4-star. Which one's the easiest to get to? Both of these are pretty easy to get to. Let's do this one first. And I'll use my my level 2 donut here. And then we'll just home stretch with that level 3. Item power coins level 2, medium hyperspace zone, as always, kind of ignoring all the quests, especially the ones that are like catch Pokemon. You know, like, as y'all saw, my boxes are too full as is, so I'm not gonna worry about that. Oh, great. Okay. So with my item power coins level 2, I can get a Moo Moo Milk. Fantastic. Yo, we gotta get rid of Ansha, bro. Fire Ansha. Gave me the wrong donut flavor or something. 940. Look at that. And like 5 coins. A whole bunch of everything else. Shoot. Dude, why am I getting like everything but... It's kind of crazy too, right? Because when I didn't have the coin item power donut active in the small zone, literally like 80 to 90% of the sparkling items that I got were all coins anyways, right? But what I said, they only appear when you don't want them. Like 80 to 90% of them were all coins. Almost as if the game was like, okay, he's trying to boost his chances of, or he doesn't want to boost his chances of finding coins, right? So we're gonna give him all coins. And then now that I have this this item power coins boosting donut, I'm barely finding any. There we go, finally. What are we looking at right now? 948. I feel like we just have to get 950, right? Like that's... that whip on this still from when I fought Absol. Hello? Get back on the move. Oh no, yeah, great that I got the Hyper Potion and the Ultra Ball. Like, what am I even using the coin item power for if it genuinely, like, works better when I don't have it on, bro? $954, we need 45 more to go. Like, at this point, I'm almost hesitant to use my item power coins level 3 donut, because I feel like the second I pop that, right, I'm just gonna be stuck getting potions and Pokeballs. Almost feels like I would have been better off just not going with that. But let's see. How do I get up here? Doesn't matter. I guess I didn't want to get up there anyways. See, there's a ladder up there. Does that go all the way up? Okay, cool. Cool, yeah, no, I also love when they just don't include the elevators in the hyperspace zones. That's one of my favorite parts of the game, actually. One of the best parts of the DLC is when you have to spend a good chunk of the already limited time that you have figuring out how to do basic things like get on top of buildings. That's one of my favorite parts. It's fantastic. It's actually the best part of my $30 DLC experience is just spending limited time figuring out things that, you know, are literally beginning of the game level. But sure. There we go. Finally, an elevator. Bravo. Now we can keep looking up here. It here. Honestly, not a bad run. It is kind of annoying though how we used a coins donut on it and got like an annoying amount of non-coin items, but whatever. Oh boy, you're right there. That's another thing that's kind of frustrating with this game is that sometimes your Pokemon will forget that they know how to go around obstacles. Like, what is this? You're a flying type Pokemon. Fly over it. There we go. And now, there we go. We need what? 32 more. It is possible that it would benefit me more to just let the time run out so I can spend as much time as possible searching. But there's a singular sparkling item up here. It might not even be a coin. Okay, it was a coin. How about this? If I find one more, then I'll be at 30 for the next one. Right? Yeah, 30 for the next one. Which I'm pretty sure is how many that we found the first time around. You know what, I'm definitely not gonna spend time scouring this to find one more so that I can say, okay guys, on the next one, now we need 30. I'm just gonna dip out here. Quick eye test, eye scan, anything? No, cool. Dip out here. Alright, one more 4-star zone, hopefully. I'll use my coin power level 3. 4-star poison right here, or we can do... Oh, perfect. 4-star, large zone. Yeah, right there. I think flying to this Pokedex or Pokemon Center is probably the fastest way to get there. Perfect. This should be it. This should be it right here. Oh, this took a lot longer than I thought. Dude, the Hyperspace Pokedex, I'm not gonna hold you. This is a grind, man. It's because so much of it, not even so much of it, literally all of it, minus the story required ones, so Rayquaza, Groudon, and Kyogre. Every other Pokemon, their encounter is RNG based. You are not guaranteed to run into like anything else. Okay, stand corrected. It's easy to get to if I am not directionally challenged, which on this map I am. I was also operating under the assumption that this wasn't a wall. It is in fact a wall. But I gotta go up here. There we go. Alright, man. I hope this is it. I hope this is it. Item power coins level 3. We only got about 8 minutes in here. I'm hoping that's all we need. I'm not catching Pokemon. I'll destroy Pokeballs, floating Pokeballs if they're in the way, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to do it, man. I'm just gonna lock in. Get the Gimmighoul coins, get out of hyperspace, evolve Gimmighoul into Goldango. And what's crazy is like the way that I'm grinding for this, you would think that Goldango is like the last Pokemon I need for the Pokedex. No. No. In fact, I already have Goldango. I have a shiny Goldango. Goldango's shiny is pretty bad, so I mean it's not anything to brag about, but like I'm doing this literally for no reason other than because I'm making myself do it. Alright, I picked up 7 sparkling items, so I guess that coincidentally happens to be a task already. I picked up at least 10 sparkling items. I can't say it's 10 coins. 978. 21 more. I could actually go skill win on these buildings. Out of there. Oh, you see that double? It's clutch. Yeah, those double coin pickups are rare but helpful. He just hit me in the head with a bone? Alright. $987, 12 more. Who even freezes their opponent anymore? Why would I carry an Ice Heal? Nine more. Come on, come on. We can do it. We can do it. Oh, nice. Okay, so you can get them from Pokeballs. I guess you just have to have really good luck, and having the item power helps. So it should be, what, 7 more now? Yeah, 7 more. Oh my goodness. And now here goes RNG with the Awakening. Finally, 6 more. Yo, stop giving me these Pokeballs and these, like, Route 1 Pokemon Center items, Game Freak. Game Freak is a bunch of trolls, bro. That's what they are. They like to troll you. Because there's no way this isn't by design. Had me find 999 of an item. When I get to 994, now it stops appearing. There's no way that's not an intentional move by Game Freak just to troll me. 5, 4 more. But I might also, now we know we can seek out floating Pokeballs in hopes that they'll contain cool coins. I think I see a sparkling item down there that might be worth checking out too. Okay, why am I doing parkour to get that like tiny ball? If it doesn't contain 10 coins, I'm not even, not even wasting my time with it. There we go. Two more. I hope y'all can like visibly see in my face too when whenever I see a sparkling item, right, and my eyes will like kind of focus on it, and then it'll be like a potion, and you can like almost like you can literally see in my face. I'll be like really? Two more, come on. One more. $9.99. Done. 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 We can evolve Gimmighoul. Perfect. Just gotta get out of battle. Do I have exactly 999? Oh, it doesn't let you go over it. Okay, right, yeah. Looks like Gimmighoul is about to evolve. Finally, man. Well, while we wait for Gimmighoul to evolve, I'm gonna wrap up stream now, man. This is fun stream, but yeah, RNG was not on our side. A lot of grinding, not one of the most entertaining streams, but I appreciate y'all for sticking by through the journey. As always, man, thanks to y'all for showing up, showing out, and showing love. Hope y'all have a fantastic rest of your Monday, fantastic rest of your week, and I'll catch y'all next time, man. Peace out.